Vaping is like safer than. Vaping is safer than.
Have you guys ever wanted to smoke a cigarette more in your entire life after seeing that commercial? I mean, it's so cringy, and it's just nothing that you would ever want to like watch like on TV, because I mean, what's the point? Like, I guess they're going for comedy, but what's so fucking funny about a boat sound? What is it supposed to do? Do kids like to hear the sounds of boats? I understand that millennial humor, like whatever, my humor, doesn't make sense, but like it's usually funny because it's so obscure. Like, this is just so dumb and annoying. I just don't understand it. So I wanted to make this video about just smoking campaigns in general and how much I have a distaste for them, because I just feel like they're not doing what they should be doing. And I've done a lot of investigations on the companies behind them, and I find them very interesting, actually. So I'm going to kind of go over them in this video and see what you guys think as well. So I did a little research to kind of get some background info on the company that is behind like these specific ones, the annoying puppet ones. And they used to be known as the American Legacy Foundation. And also, as you guys can see in this graphic right here, they had revenues of $40 million, and their net assets in total are almost worth $1 billion as of 2012. So who knows what they're worth now? That's the most recent I could find. And there is something just very disturbing about that, especially when you see that over 50% of their revenues or income per year comes from investments. And it's normal for every company to go through investments, but to me, isn't there something a little strange that like the whole point of this campaign is anti-smoking, that the half of their money that they're bringing in comes from not even donations. Donations come like make up 7% of their yearly revenues, as you guys can see in this little graphic here. So I mean, I guess I'm kind of hinting at the whole idea of the video is that why are anti-smoking campaigns, if they're truly about anti-smoking or whatever it may be, why are they making so much money? Because so this is a little like business, I guess, side things, just because they are a non-profit organization, but all that means is that their main source of money making in the business is not to make a profit. So they're not selling a product per se, which is why they're labeled a non-profit organization. But as you guys can see here, non-profit organizations absolutely can make income. So it just bothers me that something like a anti-smoking campaign, like a company, could be worth $1 billion. There seems something a little weird about it, and this company in particular kind of bothers me because their campaigns are so lazy, as you guys can see about boat noises, and there's plenty of other ones. And so we'll kind of go through a couple of other things here. Here you can see, I was just taking one examples of something I'd seen that said like Juul just got invested like $1 billion from Marlboro. And I think that's a really now I sound stupid. I think it's a really stupid marketing campaign, because obviously smoking companies, like, first of all, the number one reason that any business is like in business, other than nonprofits, funny enough, is to make money. So why wouldn't Marlboro invest in Juuls, this huge business that is about smoking? Like, it's obvious, right? And another one that really bothers me is how, like, they say like smoking companies go after low-income families. I've never seen a smoking campaign in my life. They're just in stores, and I think the point is, like, of course that people in lower-income families are going to smoke more because their lives are stressful. Like, when I was growing up, my dad had like 3 jobs. Like, my parents didn't smoke, but you can understand that if you have 2 kids and you're working like 3 jobs, yeah, maybe after a long day where you have to spread out like $30 over 2 weeks for food for your kids, you might be a little stressed out. Maybe you want like a cigarette, you know? Like, it really is like a low ball to go after that, and to say that like low income people are aware that they're smoking and they know it's bad for them. So it's almost like you're, I don't even know, objectifying them, like saying like you're blaming on big smoking companies, but they're just trying to make business, and they don't campaign anything. They just sold in stores. I've never seen a poster, a TV advertisement, because they know that the money makes itself. When people like to smoke, they go smoke. They're not going to stop smoking unless they really seek out help. And I think these companies should be a lot more focused on letting people know where to find help if they want to stop, because smoking does affect your life. And we'll kind of go over some more advertisements now. You can see like how weirdly of a direction they're going in for all these campaigns, because you would think they'd be like, hey, like there's centers here or here, like you can go on this website to find your local help. But most of these companies, like especially the ones funded by the FDA, are fucking terrifying, and certainly not something that a normal teenager would believe. And also, scaring teenagers into believing something is never a good tactic, because when they find out the truth, they're going to be pissed about it. So here are a couple of statements I found from first the Truth Organization, and then next we'll go over the real cost statements. I went on their website just to see what kind of things that they were saying. So for the Truth says, we're not here to criticize your choices or tell you not to smoke. We're just here to let everyone know what's going on. And then you can see the real cost is like, 2018, our campaign was all about educating teens the danger of e-cigarettes. And previously expand upon the rural boys onto the harmful smoking tobacco in 2016. So they're just here to educate. They're not here to scare anybody, of course. I mean, why would they do that? They're just here to let people know what's going on. So let us take a look at an FDA-approved ad that you can find on Hulu every 5 seconds, of course.
What is this place?
Only one leaves?
Where's Will?
Come this way!
You did this to me.
Where's he going?
I don't know.
You have a light.
Yeah, that's not terrifying or anything. What the hell? What were they thinking? If you're a 12-year-old child, first of all, you probably don't even know what the commercial's about until the very end. Like, God forbid you were so scared you ran out of the room, or if you're even younger, of course, you would never even know what it was about. It looks like a horror movie. Is that really supposed to stop people from smoking? I mean, good Lord. They want kids to imagine that, like, they're going to eventually run into a room where they see their dead bodies, like, covered in blood. Like, what the hell were they even thinking? What kind of campaign is this? What kind of education are we receiving in this commercial? Like, you're ignoring the text, obviously. Like, only one escapes. I mean, holy shit, that's so fucking scary. Like, it's so funny to me to see these, and they make me like so annoyed. Like, it seriously makes me want to smoke, because it's like fuck you guys. Like, you don't know me. Like. And then, okay, so now we'll go into the more, like, ones that probably are a little more famous. Well, let's see if Hulu, you've seen that commercial a million times, but we'll kind of go into the more national TV commercials now. Here you can see a woman ripping her face off. And in another commercial, they were body bags piled up next to a smoking office, I guess. I'm assuming these people were just trying to work, make a living for their family, and just people just yelling at them, so... That's great campaigning. You can see a baby smoking out of its mouth, assuming that you're just smoking cartons and cartons of cigarette around your small child. And also, of course, there's the famous ones that everyone knows about, like all the deformed faces. And I guess the point I'm trying to get at is making people horrified is not the message that anti-smoking should be making. The Truth Organization, for whatever it's worth, like not these stupid puppet ones, those are so cringy and awful. Like, some of them, I know I can't give them credit for nothing. What they should be doing is, like, telling people, like, everyone knows the risks of smoking, like, why go to such extremes for everything? Why rip off your face? Why rip out your teeth? It's so crazy to me. Like, when has fear ever been a successful tactic to stop people? When you're a kid... when your parents sit you down and tell you something from the bottom of their heart, I mean, you believe it a lot more than if they were just to scare you. There's a great South Park episode of where, their parents hire people to fake them from the future to scare them about drugs and alcohol and stuff like that. Again, like, the episode does it well. Like, there is no point in just scaring people to believe what you want. It doesn't help you in any way. What these companies need to do, if they really care about keeping people from smoking, is just saying, like, hey, like, we understand that you probably know the truths about smoking, and if you don't, come see our website. You can look at the statistics, but we're trying to save you from, like, a life of, like, having a hard time walking down the runway, like when your kids are going down graduation or getting married, like all these, like, important moments, like, or, like, I don't know, being there for your child or something like that, instead of this weird, like, baby smoking, body bags, deformed faces. Like, kids are gonna see past that. Like, just tell them the truth. Funny enough, the organization is called The Truth, like, Tell them the real truth, the truth that kids want to hear. Let them know that you really care and that you're not just trying to make a horror movie over and over again. So, yeah, I mean, it just really bothered me, so I wanted to make a video about this. I know it's kind of random on a geek culture video, but I don't know. It's a part of TV culture, so I guess it's pretty relevant. So thanks for listening and watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below.